Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to JWB's Property of the Week. I'm Greg Cohen, and this is where I break down a turnkey rental property investment for you. This is a great opportunity if you are looking to add a property to your rental property portfolio, or if you are just here to learn. This is a great way to join me as I break down this property. It'll help you get confidence so that when the time is right for you to pull the trigger and buy your investment property, you'll do it with confidence. So this is actually something I do every single week here for the Property of the Week. And I actually do this live on our Not Your Average Investor show on Thursdays at 12:30. So if you want to be the first to know about the Property of the Week, you'll need to join us on the Not Your Average Investor show. You can join us by going to jwbshow.com and registering there. And we would love to have you. You can ask questions. It can be a really fun and engaging experience for you to learn about the Property of the Week. So I hope you'll join us in future episodes. But without further ado, we're going to jump into today's Property of the Week. And today's Property of the Week is priced at only $135,000, which is a lot lower than normal, which means that in order to get into this property, you can get into this property for somewhere around $30,000, maybe $35,000 down, including closing costs. So a tremendous opportunity to get in with a very low initial investment. And the other reason that I love this property for you is because of the jobs that surround it. One of the reasons investors come to Jacksonville is because of the jobs. And this property is surrounded by over 80,000 jobs within a 15-minute drive. And you just can't do that when you have that type of a job base, like we do here in Jacksonville in the neighborhood that I put our clients in. That's what leads to long-term success. That's what leads to a great renter pool, and that's what leads to renters staying a long time. And renters staying a long time in your rental property leads to success for you. So without further ado, let's jump into today's Property of the Week. And well, here, before I forget, thank you to those who are watching live now, and thank you to those who will be watching in the future. And if you have any questions, you want to fire those in, I'll make sure I answer those either live or jump in. If you ask those questions while you're watching the replay, I will jump in on the group and make sure to answer those for you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Here's the property at 8906 4th Avenue, Jacksonville, Florida, 32208. And always, what I want you to look at first when you're deciding on your rental property portfolio is to look at the return on investment. You can see here that if you're purchasing with conventional financing, we're estimating monthly cash flow at $231 a month for a total return on investment of 10.09%. What that means is we're taking into account all of the profit centers not named home price appreciation. We're not including that one, but we're including net rental income, and we're including your estimated tax savings, and we're including your principal pay down, which means that your resident is paying your loan off for you. So all those good things, those profit centers, including costs like maintenance costs and vacancy costs and placement fees and all of that. We're including all of that. And we're dividing it by your initial investment, which is your down payment and your closing cost. And it's going to net out over a 10% estimated return on investment. Of course, if we included home price appreciation, especially if you're using conventional financing, this return on investment would skyrocket. I'll do it here real quickly for you using the historically accurate home price appreciation rate in Jacksonville of 4.3%. You can see here that your estimated conventional financing total return on investment jumped up to almost 26%. That is the full picture. That is all of the profit centers. But you can only get this in rental property investing if you invest for a full market cycle, which is known to be between 10 to 20 years. So I go more conservative. I don't know if you're going to hold on for 10 to 20 years like I tell you to. Not everybody listens to me. So I go with what I can control, which is this estimated return on investment, not including home price appreciation, which gets you a little bit over 10%. That's why I love this asset for you. Low purchase price. We get lots of questions, especially from newer investors. How can I invest if I don't have the $40,000 or maybe $50,000 that it takes to invest in a typical rental property here in Jacksonville? And this is a great opportunity for you. 3 beds, 2 baths. This is a renovated home, as I mentioned here. It is leased. It's already rented for you. So that means it's cash flow positive day one for this client. And it's rented on a 2-year lease. long-term leases lead to long-term resident stays. Long-term resident stays lead to success for you as a rental property investor. Property taxes come in a little bit under $1,600 a year. Insurance a little bit under $900 for the year. And you can see, of course, your property management fees are 10% of the gross rents that are collected. But let me just show you a little bit about this job base here. And really where these jobs that I'm quoting as far as 80,000 jobs and where they're located here. So what I'm looking at here is the map of Jacksonville, right? We've got, well, let me back up here. You know, we've got the Atlantic Ocean over here. We've got the St. Johns River right here. And these markers right here are the blue markers are all the properties that JWB has sold to clients and continues to do the management for them. Over the years, we've been in business for 15 years now. There's over 2,000 properties that we have sold. And you can see we do it all in the same neighborhoods. So you've got the north side right here. You've got the west side right here. You've got south side right here. And then you've got Arlington right here. Now, all four of these neighborhoods have incredible job creators. I happen to be focusing on the north side right now and talking about 80,000 jobs. In future properties, you're going to hear me talk about other job creators in the other neighborhoods. The reason we choose these four neighborhoods is because they have low prices, high rents, and are surrounded by jobs. But let's focus a little bit on the north side right here. So this is the home here at 8906 4th Avenue here. The largest concentration of jobs in Jacksonville is right here. This is downtown Jacksonville, and there's over 55,000 jobs right here. So for your resident who's living at 8906 4th Avenue, they jump on I-95 and they're there within 15 minutes. The other large creator of jobs here that affects the north side neighborhood specifically is the Port of Jacksonville. We have the state's largest container port here. It's actually the second largest port overall in the state of Florida, and it's a huge driver of our local economy and a huge driver of jobs. Over 26,000 jobs come from Jacksport, the Port of Jacksonville. And we have 3 terminals, and they're here, Blunt Island, and right around here as well. And we also have one on the north side. So 26,000 jobs. For the state of Florida and the region, actually, I looked this up, there's over 131,000 jobs that are created because of the economic activity of Jacksport. And that's over a $30 billion annual economic impact. And the coolest thing is the average salary for these jobs is over $70,000. What that should mean to you is a lot of high-paying jobs that would be great for your residents to have. And that's one of the reasons why we're able to get such high rents here in the north side neighborhood. So over 80,000 jobs. It's already rented on a 2-year lease. And of course, it's in a growth market like Jacksonville, where Jacksonville has appreciated more than the national average over the last 30 years. And what that means, especially if you use conventional financing and use other people's money, use leverage, use debt, all these things mean the same thing. In a growth market, your returns can skyrocket because you get to take part of the growth of the asset, but you only have a small fraction of your money in the investment. So these are some of the reasons that I love this home for the client that purchased it. This one actually has already been purchased. By the time that I do these shows on Thursdays and do these property of the week for you, there's a few days in between, and sometimes they get gobbled up in between now and then. Well, and that's what's happened. So this one has actually been purchased. But if this is something that you're interested in, don't worry. We have literally dozens of properties just like this one, with the same neighborhood, the same purchase prices, all the same demographics. So if this is something that piques your interest, reach out to my team and set up a time to chat with us. You can reach out by going to chatwithjwb.com. You can give our office a call at 904-677-6777. And if you're already a JWB client, just reach out to your portfolio manager and let them know that you're interested in this property or something similar, and we will make sure that we are able to place a property that is just like this one in your portfolio and help you get to your passive income goals. Happy investing, everybody.